everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So today's video is going to be a review on the PAC HD Liquid Foundation. I wanted to get this foundation for myself from a really long time. So last month I finally got this one for myself, and I've been using this over a month now. So I think I'm pretty much ready to give you guys a review on this one. So let's begin with the price of this foundation. So this foundation retails for rupees 795, and the amount of product that they offer you is 30 milliliters. Now coming to the shades, well, this foundation is available in 22 different shades, which I think is something really awesome. So I'm sure you will be able to find something that matches you, because 22 shades, right? But at the same time, also let me mention that if you don't have a PAC store nearby, and if you're buying this online for the first time, then it might be a little difficult for you to choose your shades, since there are 22 shades to choose from. And the same thing happened with me as well. So what I did was that I went to PAC's Instagram page and I told them my fit me shade, and I got a really quick response from them. So they asked me to choose something in between 1.9 to 2.5, which was of a great help because I had no idea about the shades. But that was again a little confusing because there are 5 shades in between 1.9 to 2.5, so you can understand, right? So then what I did was I had a talk with my friends Nuzhat, Deblina and Soumi, and you know, they asked me to go for either 2.5 or 2.3. So I wanted to go for 2.5, but that was out of stock, so I went for 2.3 instead. Now one thing that I would like to tell you guys is that if you guys get confused just like me, then you can either head over to PAC's Instagram page. Now they have the swatches of all the foundation shades as well, or you can watch a few review videos to get a fair idea about the shade that might match you. Now let's talk about the packaging of this foundation. So this foundation comes in a sturdy cardboard box like this, and on the cardboard box itself you will be able to find all the necessary information. This also has an ingredient list at the back which says that this is not paraben, silicone or sulfate free. The shelf life of this foundation is 36 months from the date of opening. Now once you open the cardboard box, inside the cardboard box the foundation comes in a glass bottle like this. Since this foundation comes with a glass bottle, it is not very travel friendly, but I would suggest you guys to keep this cardboard box, because this cardboard box is very sturdy, and once you put your foundation bottle inside it, the foundation bottle does not move. In that way this box makes it a little travel friendly. Now this foundation also comes with a pump, and that is something great because pumps are more sanitary, and the pump also comes with a small cap, but the cap is too small, so make sure you take care of the cap so that you don't lose it. This pump can be twisted to open and twisted to close, and this is something I don't see a lot of people talking about. Now I'll just take a single drop of this foundation at the back of my hand and show you guys the consistency. So as you guys can see that this is neither too runny nor is it too creamy. It is somewhere in between, and I like my foundations to be like that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on my face and show you guys how it applies with a sponge as well as a brush. For one side of my face I'll use a sponge, and I'm just going to take a single drop of this foundation and then I'll just blend it out with the help of this sponge. So you can see this is the finish that it gives with the sponge. Now, for the other side of my face I'm going to use a dense brush, and it blends equally with a brush. You can also easily blend it with your fingers, and let me tell you that this foundation blends beautifully. The coverage that is provided by this foundation is medium, and the finish that is provided by this foundation is natural and dewy. Since this foundation has a dewy finish, you will have to set your foundation with a setting powder or a compact powder so that it doesn't settle into your fine lines and creases. This foundation is not transfer proof. Let me just do a transfer test and show you guys. So I'm sure you can see that this is not transfer proof. Now this one is also not sweat proof, so if you're sweating a lot it might just melt. So make sure you set your face very well with a setting powder so that it doesn't really melt. Now coming to the most important thing, that is whether this one oxidizes or not. So I'm just going to do a quick test and show you guys. So I'll just apply a little bit of this foundation on my hand, and I'll just let it sit for around 20 to 30 minutes so that it oxidizes a little bit. And then I'm freshly going to apply some foundation, and I'm sure you can see how much it oxidizes. This foundation has a beautiful moisturizing effect effect. So I believe that this is going to be a holy grail for people with extremely dry skin. And also let me mention that this does not exaggerate your dry patches, or if you have flaky skin, then this is not going to exaggerate that. This foundation does not have any SPF in it, so I believe that this is going to be good for flash photographies. Now if you're wondering how long this is going to stay on your face, well, this stays on my face for around 4 to 5 hours. But you know, this varies from person to person. So if you set your foundation really well and if you don't sweat a lot, then this is going to stay on your face for 4 to 5 hours approximately. Overall, I really don't have a lot of complaints with this foundation, but yes, there are certain things which I don't like about the foundation. The first thing being that this one transfers, and the second thing is obviously this is not sweat proof, so I don't like that at all. And the third thing is something I hate, and that is this foundation oxidizes. Coming to the things that I like about this foundation, so the first thing that I love about this foundation is the way it blends. It blends beautifully. You can easily blend it with a sponge, brushes, or maybe just with your fingers. It blends beautifully. The second thing that I absolutely love about this foundation is the finish. Like, the finish is really natural and looks beautiful on the skin, and I also like the coverage that is provided by this foundation. So I think I've pretty much covered everything, but if you guys still have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section. I would love to answer your questions. And with that, we come to the end of this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye and take care.